Hello everyone, it's Triple Z Hacker here, and we are back with the Shogunate Total War Tournament 2020. Today I have a great match to provide some analysis and commentary on for you guys, but before we get into the actual battle, be sure to subscribe to check out the rest of the tournament coverage on my channel, as well as tons of other Shogun 2 videos. Also check the links in the description to subscribe to Smotheredrun's YouTube channel, who will also be covering the tournament. Now without further ado, let us begin with the first battle. Alright, so for the first battle of this match, it is on the map Rivertown. Now, this map is one of my least favorites. I despise this map, but nonetheless, it is quite interesting. As you can see, it is an interior island surrounded by a river, and on the island there is a little town. And within the town, we have two key buildings to go over. We have the workshop, and we have the sword dojo, both two of the best key buildings, in my opinion. Now with the map properly given its overview, let us introduce the players. So, representing the Sogo clan, we have Samantha Rostova, and representing the Jinbo clan, we have JustAlex. So let's review the army compositions real briefly and then get into the battle. So the Sogo here have a front line of 4 Bo Ashigaru, behind them are 3 Katana Samurai, and then behind them are 2 Yari Ashigaru to go along with the General's Bodyguard. On the opposite end of this little creek here, we have some light cav, 3 light cav. We have some Katana Samurai. Actually, 4 light cav, some Katana Samurai, and then 2 Yari Ashigaru. Now for the Jinbo clan, at least what we can see, we have 4 Bo Samurai, some Katana Samurai and Naginata Samurai, along with 2 Yari Ashigaru. Then we have some Nodachis and Katanas in the back line to go along with the General and some Yari Cav. Alright, let's get this battle underway. Each of the players brought quite a balanced army. A lot of Bo Samurai though here for the Jinbo, so it'll be interesting to see. I think the Sogo here have the numbers advantage. So far, let's see, the Jinbo is advancing slowly towards this river crossing. Meanwhile, the light cav of the Sogo are pushing deep into these woods over here on the left flank. And the rest of the forces are now just crossing the river and heading up to this ridge here, which is a really, really good defensive position. Now, I did speed up things a bit so that way we could get through the battle a little bit more quickly. And right now, it looks like the Jinbo here have taken a defensive position. If I were the Jinbo, though, I would keep pushing. Try to go this way. You need one of these dojos here, the workshop or the sword dojo, and neither player is going for that dojo, which is quite interesting. I mean, even the Sogo here could detach 1 unit per se to capture both of these buildings if they wanted to, and just let the timer run down. We'll speed up a little bit more. So here we go, we got the bows getting in position. Let's see, are they in range yet? Not in range, but they have a really strong position on this hill, and they are only Bo Ashigaru, which, in my opinion, really aren't that good of a unit, but, you know, 4 Bo Ashigaru can be used in a variety of ways. Cheaper units especially can be used as fodder, and they also can be used as a distraction. Now, these Bo Samurai are obviously going to win this engagement here, but having forces coming from 2 sides is quite interesting. The Jinbo player here, though, could just send the bulk of their forces this way to crush all of these troops before these troops could cross the river. So I really don't like splitting up the army here, but still the Jinbo player here, JustAlex, could react a little bit more quickly and try to basically push the initiative on this flank here and eliminate all these units. Of course, we have the arrow volleys back and forth. And the Bo Samurai taking some casualties, but the Bo Ashigaru here as well, somewhat, not as much, honestly. I think all 4 Bo Ashigaru are focusing on 1 Bo Samurai, and only one of the Bo Samurais. All right, yeah, the others are shooting now, but they've retreated back. Yeah, here you want to get them in loose formation. Same with these Bo Ashigaru. I don't think they're in loose formation. Let's see. Here comes the attack. We have the cav. The light cav here pushing, and we also have some Yari Ashigaru pushing, which is quite interesting. More light cav as well. That cav breaks off. Oh, they could have charged into the Yaris. Oh, you could have just charged into the Yaris. They're just sitting there. We got more spears coming, some Naginata Samurai as well. They're getting a little bunched up there with the Ashigaru, but that Yari Ashigaru is breaking. This Yari Ashigaru seems to be in Yari wall, not moving. The Katana Samurai here, excellent. Excellent use of Katana Samurai there. And here we go. A good push here by the Sogo across the river. Interesting. If only the Jinbo had sent some infantry to delay this push and had caught them while they were crossing the river, that would have been good. And there we go. The Yari Cav being caught, you know, not really aware or moved by the Jinbo, by JustAlex there, and the light Cav getting a good charge in. And of course, now the general is in trouble. And yeah, you really want to focus on micromanagement here and just pay attention as much as you can. Now this Yari Cav's kind of effectively useless, and that's a waste of money. You can see, again, the Jinbo is winning on this end. So if the Jinbo had just focused on this end with all of their forces first and just given up this position here on the riverbed, or like right at the river's edge, pretty much, and just advanced that way, it would have made all these troops over here having to cross and get over there quickly. So you have more Cav coming in. Looks like the Jinbo's faring well. Won this side. There are some Yari Ashigaru over there, but these Naginatas and Katanas seem to have secured this flank. However, we still got a bunch of Bo Ashigaru here crossing the river as well as some Katanas. But the Jinbos seem to have the edge, possibly. Yeah, because let's see, this light Cav is fighting Bo Samurai, and the Bo Samurai are going to win that. This Bo Samurai is running, but if these troops, the infantry troops can get over here, that'd be great. The general is still alive too. Let's see, got rid of that unit. These Bo Ashigaru, though, gotta chase down those Bo Ashigaru, and it looks like the light Cav was able to win in melee against those Bo Samurai. Let's see, what does this light Cav do? There's only 12 left in the unit, not much. Yeah, there you go, the Nodachis fighting here. Good on the Jinbo player to send some troops over this way, but then again, I mean, just eliminate this Katana Samurai here and don't really worry about the bows, I would say. Let's see. Another Bo Ashigaru unit fighting some Naginatas. These Nodachis here are really weak. Oh, this is a good charge. This is a good charge right here. Oh, that was a great charge. Great charge with the general. Great charge with the general. Let's see. That general appears to be in stand and fight, though, which is beneficial, and that's why these units were able to win, I think, on this end. And let's see, there's just some Yari Ashigaru over here. Bo Ashigaru on this side. These Naginatas are going to win here. These Naginatas need to rush over this general quickly. They can eliminate the general, they'll win. The Jinbo will win. Let's see. Some more bows. Oh, send these Naginatas right there. It looks like the Jinbo have this, though. It looks like the Jinbo have this. General, those in stand and fight. The Yari Ashigaru here, they're going to lose to the Katana Samurai, and then, yeah, the Naginatas made the difference, along with the Nodachis and Katanas, because the Sogo really just had a lot of cheaper units, but they really couldn't do much for them at the end of the day. And there you have it. There you have it. It looks like the Jinbo secure the first victory. Yeah, of course. There's the general just retreating as well. Speed this up real quick. Last and valiant charge. Nope. Retreating away. Retreating away. There you have it. Looks like the Jinbo take the first battle. That was quite impressive by JustAlex there to be able to defeat both of the forces simultaneously. I really felt like Samantha Rostova abandoned the high ground there as a defensive position, as well as could have gotten both of the key buildings and just waited. So really a poor attack on the Sogo's part, and congrats to the Jinbo player for the first battle victory. Now let us go into the second battle. Okay, so for the second battle of this match, we are on Rice Fields, which of course is a classic map, one of my favorites in Shogun 2. In fact, it's a very flat map with a few trees to have some ambushes, hide units, etc. Now, of course, with Rice Fields, there are three key buildings. We have the Shrine, Archery Dojo in the center, and then last but not least, we have the Farmhouse. Now, in my opinion, the shrine is the best key building in the game. In Shogun 2, regardless of Avatar Conquest or classic battles, you want the shrine. Morale is everything in Shogun 2. So really go for the shrine. If you're in any type of multiplayer battle in Shogun 2, you must go for the shrine. So I think, and for those who continue in this tournament, and for those watching, really, if you want to get better at Shogun 2 multiplayer, go for the shrine. The morale is going to help you immensely. And right off the bat, going into pretty much the deployments of the players and their armies, we can see that the Jinbo here deploying on this side of the battlefield, I think, was a mistake by JustAlex. I would have bet that JustAlex would have had a better opportunity on this side of the map. But you'll see that in the this battle, you guys. Anyways, let us go over the army and unit composition for each of the players and see if they changed any of their units. So we have 4 Bo Ashigaru here, we got 4 Katana Samurai, and then we have 4 Yari Ashigaru to go along with 4 Light Cav for the Sogo. So once again, pretty balanced army, very similar to the previous match. Over here for the Jinbo, we have some Matchlock Samurai. We have 3 Bow Samurai. Then we have a row of pretty much swords with 2 Yari Ashigaru on the flanks. And then in the back, we have some Nodachis and Naginatas. And the specific swords here are 2 Nodachis and 2 Katanas. You can see there are some good ranks here. We have a rank 5 Nodachi, which is interesting. I haven't seen many players actually rank their units that far up. And I really don't know on classic battles if it's that beneficial to have such high ranks. But you know, sometimes quality over quantity does work. As we can see over here, also the Samantha Rostova has ranked up quite a bit of their units as well for the Sogo. Anyways, let's see how this battle goes. Of course, we're going to increase the speed here really quickly just so we can get into the action and go over the tactics really in a quick fashion. So we have the light cav going over here. Of course, you can dismount your cav to capture key buildings, which can be beneficial. The archery dojo here, I think, is actually worth it being in the center because these Bo Ashigaru here can be in range of this building. And it certainly couldn't hurt considering these Bo Ashigaru might be outmatched by the Bow Samurai here. Once again, also, you can see the light cav over here dismounted for the shrine. That is also a really great move by Samantha Rostova there as the Sogo. Now, if we keep fast forwarding, you can see here the Arashigaru and the Bow Samurai coming, working as a tandem. This is a really good way to protect your missile units here. But then again, now we got missile superiority here for the Sogo. We got 4 bow units versus 1. These other 2 bow units need to get involved and move up there to support that one. As you can see, I mean, they're just getting devastated by Bo Ashigaru, and you can see here it's because of the archery dojo that all these Bo Ashigaru now have 49 reload skill, whereas the Bow Samurai here only has 42. And we got some light cav in the back of the Jinbo lines, pretty much just going around the flank. And right here you can see that the Yari Ashigaru is capturing the farmhouse, even though they already have captured it. And since they fully captured it, yeah, they need to rush over here sooner. And here we go. We got a nice cav charge that we'll watch here. Oh, just brutal right there. And then right into the general. Right into the general. Excellent. Excellent use of light cav. Excellent use of light cav right here. Really great use of light cav. You want to go for your opponent's general. And pretty much if you lose your general, you lose the match. Like I said, morale is essential to Shogun 2. And without a daimyo or, you know, a general leading your forces, then it's going to be very unlikely that you will win the battle. And yeah, JustAlex here really could have gotten some Ashigaru over here. Maybe the Ashigaru on this side as well, right here, could have moved over instead, and he could have kept that Ashigaru over here. And of course, the light cav is still a problem, so setting this Ashigaru unit here, moving them over would be nice. And these bows here are also just tearing into all these units. And you can see that, you know, even though this infantry is advancing, they're going to get outmatched. We got 2 units of Katana Samurai right here, pretty much against 1. Then in the middle, we have 1 Katana Samurai holding off Naginatas and Nodachis, but these Nodachis didn't really get a good charge off, and they've taken quite a lot of missile fire. This is a really great cap charge also right into these Nodachis here, and these are the rank 5 ones. And of course, for those who know, Nodachis aren't really anti-cav, so I mean, they are anti-cav once the light cav stays in melee for so long, but on the charge, they will lose quite a lot. And really nice to send in the Aryashigaru after the light cav has engaged here. These Nodachi no longer have really their charge bonus. They're stuck in melee, so it's really good. Really good by Samantha Rostova there. And also you can see, again, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units, 5 melee units in total for the Jinbo here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, technically 6, 7, but these two aren't really getting involved. Of course, I think the Sogo should have sent them in sooner. We still have more light cav as well. We have a full unit of light cav there. And just again, JustAlex here has some infantry, but they're getting overwhelmed on this flank. And as you can see, more katanas start pouring in. Another katana samurai unit's already over here into these matchlock samurai. So just the coordination, the lack of coordination for the Jinbo here. And then this is an excellent light cav charge. I mean, really great use of light cav. If you're gonna bring light cav, you gotta use it exactly how Samantha Rostova did here as the Sogo. Pretty much just right into the general's back, into the matchlocks. They're routing, the general's routing. All these troops over here not going to be able to hold much longer. The general is also further away, and they are just outnumbered, outmanned, outmatched. And there you have it. Pretty much a decisive victory there for the Sogo. Just using the archery dojo and having the shrine as well, the light cav engagements, getting around the flanks, and then overwhelming with superior infantry numbers works like a charm. So that was a good match between those two, and now we have a third battle. Here we are with the third battle on Chugoku River. This is, of course, the final map for pretty much the tiebreaker for the match. And this map is quite interesting. It's got a full river pretty much just encircling this huge island here, and it's got 3 key buildings. It's got some woods around, it's got some terrain but not a ton, so it's got a mix of everything, which is why for the tournament this is the tiebreaker map. Now, we got the farmhouse here, and in the center we have the archery dojo, and over here we have the shrine. So pretty much the same configuration for the dojos as was in Rice Fields. So once again, I'll reiterate, the shrine is so great in Shogun 2. And especially on this map, it will be helpful for both players. Now, let's review the army composition drill briefly, just to see if they made any changes. It looks like for the Sogo here, we have a pretty similar army composition of all Bo Ashigaru. Then we have all Katana Samurai, some more Yari Ashigaru, a General's Bodyguard, and then the 4 Light Cav. For the Jinbo, what we can see that JustAlex brought is we have some Bo Ashigaru, we have 2 Bo Samurai, we got 3 Yari Ashigaru along with 2 Yari Ashigaru with a Naginata Samurai, excuse me. And then we got 2 Nodachis, more Nodachis actually. We got 3 Nodachis, 2 Katanas, and then we got 3 Katanas, just as a Katana back here. Really, okay, so 6 swords, 3 spears, 3 bows. So far, relatively balanced. Let's see if there's any cav. I don't think there's any cav that can be visible as of yet, unless they are hidden. Anyways, let us begin with the third battle. This is win or go home, do or die, literally. Anyways, so both the armies seem to be advancing. We got early cav movement going on here, and of course this is sped up just so that we can provide the necessary commentary and analysis in a succinct fashion for all of you guys. And so, right, again, we got all these Nodachis here and Katanas. This will be interesting to see. It looks like a full infantry-based army, no cav here, which I'm not a fan of. Personally, I think you have to have some cav. I mean, sometimes all infantry works, but you really got to be careful here. The general all the way back here, though, I'm not a fan of either. You want to keep your general with your main troops. The general has a radius that increases morale. For those of you who know, it's somewhere on campaign and pretty much in any aspect of Shogun 2. Again, using the light cav to dismount here to capture buildings, it's pretty smart. They can get there really quickly. You just want to be careful not to get caught by the enemy's opposing cav, but since the Jinbo did not bring any cav, I think it's perfectly fine to do this. Of course, we got, let's see, we'll slow things down a bit so we can really see what's going on. We got a bunch of katanas and ashigaru going this way. We got all the bows pretty much over here, all their own, and they're shooting into these katana samurai. Yeah, I mean, you got to get these guys into loose formation. Just either ignore those bows or rush right into them. But without any cav here, these bow ashigaru are going to do a ton of damage. And oh, here we go with the light cav going straight for the general. Once more, this general needs to be protected. You got to have some other units here, like some spears, anything. This is, you hate to see this. Oof. Right into the general. Yep. Lose 16, so lost 4 on the charge. This light cav may not beat the general, but at least kill enough of them. And I mean, this other light cav should get involved maybe from a different angle. I don't know why they're sitting in reserve. I mean, unless you want the charge bonus once more. Yeah, so these katanas rushed over here, all these bows, and they just lost so many running over. Lost way too many troops running over from the missile fire. So really great use of skirmishing right there. So kudos to Samantha Rostova and using the bows effectively to skirmish and to retreat and to move up infantry to protect. That's exactly how you want to skirmish. And then over here again we got the Ashigaru and Naginata's just running. I mean, again, there's no real reason to attack here. You don't have the shrine. You lost the archery dojo. Your general is effectively gone. I mean, you're getting attacked from the rear. This is not the moment to send forth and make a final desperate last charge. But yeah, there we go. Let's see. The light cav got involved here, which is interesting to charge the light cav in. Would have preferred the light cav swinging around real briefly to hit those bow samurai, or maybe, swing in for a hammer and anvil here. But, the use of light cav so far has been great. So I don't really see any reason to nitpick. And yeah, this bow samurai here is going to do well against these Ashigaru, but not enough. Not enough bow samurai here, really. And of course, these Nodachis back here and these katanas back here, they need to get up here. They need to support these troops here, because these Nodachis and Naginatas can only do so much. Again, just look at this in terms of local superiority. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units fighting 3. I mean, unless all 6 of these are bow ashigaru and you got 3 Nodachi samurai, it's going to be really rare for the 3 units to beat the 6. It's just going to be rare. So again, really good use of just force concentration and local superiority to be able to overwhelm this front line here. Of course, we got another charge by some light cav once again into bow samurai, and these bow samurai are going to rout, and all these other units are probably going to rout just because of the morale loss with the general being dead. And yeah, these Nodachis are going to hold on with Bonsai, but once they pretty much get surrounded, it's going to be over. I would send even the light cav or general to just charge into the back of them and maybe just dwindle their numbers down to almost nothing. Yeah, I mean, this is just a clear, great use of a balanced army. We had skirmishing involved, we had some flanking. Of course, JustAlex here could have prevented some of these things from happening had the general not perished and had JustAlex been more decisive to push this way, maybe ignore the bows or push toward the bows, or even brought just some cav units. I mean, again, I repeat this all the time, but a balanced army is always going to serve you well in the long run. And of course, there you have it, guys. It looks like Samantha Rostova has achieved victory in the 3rd battle. So it's a 2-1 victory. So congratulations to Samantha Rostova for advancing on to the next round, round 2. And JustAlex will drop down to the losers bracket. And I wish you the best of luck on your losers run. I hope all of you enjoyed watching this commentary and analysis video. Be sure to like and subscribe to check out the rest of the tournament coverage on my channel, as well as the other Shogun 2 content that's there. Anyways, thank you all again so much. Take care.